Panama had been my second job with Passos.
Hey, Max! Max! Come on!
The first had been easy. Money for banging waitresses at some fancy wedding in the Caribbean. This seemed like another easy gig. It was the middle of the day, and like any self-respecting idiot, I was half cut.
No, son, nothing like doing some good blows, some good friends on a boat. Daphne! Come here, I love this one.
Marcello, you're going to be the death of me? Alfredo Borchardt.
It sure beats New Jersey, huh, Max?
Some ways.
Hey, come on, it's awesome!
Yeah. Everybody's drunk and tanned and listening to house music. Most of them have plastic surgery and they're all doing blow. I guess it is kind of like Jersey, huh?
That's very funny, Max. Hey, Saúde!
Oh. Ah, I gotta quit drinking so much. I'll give myself serious liver damage.
Yeah, big deal. You can always get a new one. Relax.
I hope you're not drinking on the job, gentlemen. Kidding, I hope you are. Just stay off the yayo, I don't have enough to share. I'm kidding again. Oh, Mikey. Even though we just met, I feel like we are good friends, you know? I feel like safe with you guys. Know that, like real safe.
That's great.
Yeah, and I love New York. The East Hamptons, do you know it?
Not really. I spent my honeymoon in Montauk.
Oh, where's that?
It's just down the road.
Whatever. Last time I was there, I got so wasted, I nearly shit myself. I didn't know you were married.
Yeah, well, my wife passed away.
Good. No, not good. Bad. Real bad. But good because now I can get you laid a lot. It is great to be single, hey? I love a woman. She's with another and she doesn't want to know it. Fuck her. I mean, could you believe that shit?
Okay.
Excuse me, I'm going to go to speak to Felipe. Felipe! You crazy crackhead, lay off the yayo, eh? Passos, walk with me.
Yeah.
What's the deal with this guy, eh? He's kind of stuck up.
He's a good guy.
Yeah, sure, tá bom, but have him smile a bit more, you know? Because life is good! Where's the truck?
It's coming. Hey, soon.
Passos.
Yeah.
I gotta go lay down.
Okay.
Хорошо, что Макси завтракает этими более утоляющими, иначе ему бы было плохо.
¡Encontré a uno de ellos!
Что-то у меня какой-то глок с экстра мега длинной обоймой. Что это такое? 33 патрона обосраться.
I was letting myself get distracted from the task at hand.
Макс Пейн, Волтенсберг, Хабокен. А, это комната Пассоса? Ха. Дай. Так, мы прочитаем записочку.
The dead guys looked like soldiers in one of those Central American guerrilla armies. Pirates with a manifesto. Psychos with a dream. That sort of bullshit. Passos had the name of the bar where I was drinking my life away. I should have put things together then, instead of waiting for De Silva to walk me through it real slow.
Почему он пешком ходит по этим штукам? Бегай давай.
The room belonged to Passos, my partner in crime. Or maybe someone else's. The bed was made. I could only guess that Passos was upstairs in the thick of it, whatever it was.
Ля. Какая-то помпауха. Ну-ка, интересно, дадут ее мне. Правда, дробовики говно.
The radio. Maybe I could send out an SOS.
Disparos en la cubierta interior. Vete a ver qué pasa. Asegúrate de que los burros no derrochen municiones con los tripulantes. Todos los demás siguen buscando.
¿Qué pasa?
Certainly wasn't the first time I'd woken up with a hangover, long after a party had turned sour. The need to get out of the boat's hull and onto the upper deck as soon as possible was countered by the probability of running into another hijacker. I had to move carefully.
В смысле осторожно? Осторожно, это неинтересно.
Sucking oxygen from the room. I didn't care if I got shot the second I got out of there. I needed one more gulp of fresh air before I died. It was like the need for a wake-up whiskey after a 2-day bender. How to shut off the fuel feeds. Move, Max.
Нужно отключить. А. Крути давай.
Shut down one engine, but it didn't make much difference.
Где вторая? Сейчас задохнусь. Наверху. А.
There. I could breathe again. Now the boat could get back to smelling like suntan oil, stale margaritas, and greed.
¡Camaradas, cúbreme! ¡Está bien! ¡Hágale!
Вы неожиданно появились, пацаны. Чуть за место.
So this was the
Да.
famous Panama Canal. We could have gone to the moon while I was passed out and I wouldn't have noticed.
Какие-то бомжи, лол.
It was a
одетые.
different scene than the one I'd stumbled away from. Where was everyone? I still didn't know what the hell happened.
Ля, расстреляли девку. Эх.
I didn't like to think what was behind the door.
Какой двери? Вот это? Кровь. Чал. Труп. Мясо. У него
The
пушка
guys
сквозь
up
руку
ahead
проходит.
weren't dealing with passengers like the rest of them. Maybe I should have realized then that this was no ordinary kidnap job. Something on the boat had attracted the sharks.
Опять такой кровавый рот.
After I got out of New Jersey, things had flared up again between the Punchinellos and the DeMarcos. Didn't look like things would die down anytime soon. I was gonna have to stay away from the only place I'd ever known.
Че, ни у кого колес нет в номере? Мне как бы надо.
НФГ FXRB.
Здорово, КСК.
The boat was well appointed.
¡Puta, aquí no hay nada! ¡Miguel, venid para acá! ¡Pero mierda!
There was something firing these guys other than good old-fashioned socialist zeal. What were they looking for?
Вы так резко здесь появились, я испугался. Кто? Как ты вообще меня увидел через стекло?
I was on a ghost ship in a ghost canal. The whole thing creeped me the hell out.
Кто там дышит? Ты еще жив?
Свинтамантус.
Daphne's ship was always
Синтомантес.
stocked.
Ты что ли? Может быть ты? Лол. Я вообще не ожидал, конечно. Что они с этой стороны будут. Я бобус. Ты бобус.
Пиздоглазая мудое бише.
Бан.
I
Оп,
have to
таблетки,
save some
кайф.
valuables.
Почему я не попадаю по ним? Осуждаю, кстати говоря. Создавай новый аккаунт. Да ёпарас, это как они так делают? Со всех сторон. А, у меня больше нет таблеток. Так, норм. Вообще просто мгновенно. Просто мгновенно. Так, ну меня сохранили, не? А хер. А, на всякий случай, Виталий. Типа, пусть будет. Мне это 10 секунд, поэтому не страшно. Да, ёп. Так, игра, дайте мне таблеток, плиз. Мне явно нужны. А, вот они лежат.
Booze, coke, pills. You could get whatever party favor you wanted on this vessel.
Ой, как я не люблю все вот эти вот всякие перила в играх. Ненавижу просто. Макс, развернись туда, лол. Спасибо. Они вечно мешают вообще стрелять. Опять. Красота. Может, хватит лезть изо всех щелей? Опять у меня таблеток нет. И сейчас там полезут чуваки. Но... Ну... Стоит рядом с дверью. И он успел пальнуть по мне. Ну, скотина, не? И этот успел пальнуть. Это у них реакция мангуста. Я их с замедлением времени убиваю. Они успевают нажать на ссаный курок и убить меня. Ой, то есть покоцать. Ну, этот вообще убить успел. Да ёпарас, это опять
They
заново.
didn't help with my sea legs, but they sure as shit felt good.
Типа, благодаря камере чел меня убил. Еще до того, как я его увидел. Где он? И как ты по мне попадаешь? Как ты это делаешь? Я не вижу. Я их не вижу, а они меня видят. За что? Где? Макс, иди назад, а не вперед, господи, боже мой. Я не вижу, я не вижу. Я никого не вижу. Я сейчас выйду, и он мне пулю засадит в лицо. Он Я думал, он успел стрельнуть. Но вроде не успел. А, все? А, я не верю, что там все. Я буду все равно проверять. Да, правильно, Макс. Проверить каждый дюйм лодки.
If I'd known back then that they'd been up to no good while I was fighting my way through a band of violent paramilitaries and a worse hangover, I might not have wanted to get over to them so bad. Hey, Passos! At the time, I hadn't thought too much about this. I hadn't thought too much about anything. Now I remember it, it didn't seem quite so kosher.
What about what's her name? Daphne. Do whatever you think is best. I think it's best we try to go find her.
Yeah, okay, let's go.
See, I didn't think Passos was a bad guy. He didn't need to try to save this woman or the crew.
Through here.
Didn't realize you knew your way around here. They were using that building to get across the canal. Some equipment in the truck next to me. It'd be a shame to see it go to waste.
Чего там сказал? Что-то в грузовике? Сейчас посмотрим. Если нам дадут, конечно. Что это такое? Естественно, меня подстрелил кто-то уже. Я не успел ничего понять. Я тебя понял, Макс. Такой, пойдем спасать, типа. Ты всех будешь убивать, а я просто буду так прятаться. Изи.
I don't know what I expected to find. On a boat full of drunks and bullshit artists, I'd been the cabaret act. Shooting whatever came in front of me was easier than coming to terms with that reality.
Есть кто живой?
¡Apúrate! ¡No dispongas!
Все? А еще. Да попади по голове ему, господи, ни разу не попал. Миллион раз выстрелил прямо в голову. Попал один раз. Встает еще. Кто стреляет? Не вижу никого. Ну, кто-то тут есть. Да ты скотина.
That looked like the way up, but it was locked. I had to find a switch.
Кнопочки,
Fancy
Макс.
seeing you here.
Любимое. Любимое занятие. Нажимать кнопочки. Чё? Кто? Кто тут пукает? Мне показалось, вот эти статуи — это враги. Так, окей, хорошо. Чё, смотреть можно? А, нужно сначала всех убить. И он успел меня убить. Чего? Это последний был? Не.
I blocked out all my
Ah, да.
questions. All I thought about was getting to Daphne Bernstein before it was too late. Americans had a long and checkered history of involvement in Panama. This was my sorry chapter, for what it's worth.
Что это такое? Дырка на стене. Ой, вернее, кровь на стене и такая полоса кровавая. По полу. Типа
Jesus Christ.
всех в одном месте у стенки убивали.
Fuck, man. This is brutal. I didn't think things would be like this.
А как ты думал?
I should have jumped in that goddamn canal myself and swum my way back to New York.
Max, what do you think you were really doing in Panama?
I was drinking.
People died. Innocent people. Who do you think robbed you?
I don't know. I was told it was people who disliked Daphne Bernstein, something about an unpleasant divorce.
Her ex-husband worked on Wall Street. Do you think he has easy access to Panamanian death squads?
Guess I didn't really think about it.
You were smuggling something, weren't you?
No. I mean, I didn't realize it at the time. I didn't think too much about it, but yes, Marcelo did drive off with something. I don't know what. I didn't see him until we got to Brazil a week or so later.
I think it was money. I think Marcelo and Victor have a friendly banker there in Panama. Your little cruise was to deliver the cash to him because there it's easier to launder.
But I thought the Broncos were rich.
Rodrigo's rich. The other two, they live well, but they don't have real money. Victor's campaigns were always financed by his brother. That is the way among certain rich families there. The eldest brother is the king. You know, he gets everything. The other two, not so much.
And now Rodrigo's dead.
Exactly. And Marcelo, too. It's an awful tragedy for Victor, huh? A man running on a law and order ticket, you know, whose brothers have both been killed in such terrible circumstances. A true patriot.
What about Marcelo?
Marcelo was an idiot. Were this true, I certainly don't believe he could possibly have known about it. But I do believe some other scheme, you know, some other bullshit. Whatever that cash was, Victor could have talked him into something. I don't know yet.
And Passos?
Raul Passos is a bum ex-cop. He failed in America, failed in Sao Paulo. He was surrounded by more money and more poverty than his tiny little head can handle. You think guys like that can't be bought?
No, but if...
But nothing. He's probably not a bad guy. He's just a man caught in the crossfire of a very rich family.
What about me?
You. You're the fall guy. The American. Running around, acting like the action hero. Killing lots of people. You're a stroke of genius.
That ain't how it is.
You were an angry ex-cop. You were sitting in a bar with a history of violence and a history of a bad temper. You were perfect.
Me and Passos went to the academy together.
Did you?
I don't fucking know.
Okay, let's take a drive, Max. You want to do some good? You want to get yourself killed in a good cause? Then I need you to check something out for me.
Like what?
That incident at the favela today. Now, some of my officers say a bus drove off some captives.
They did, I saw it.
But no captives were ever booked.
They probably handed them off to the paramilitary death squads, the,
Caixa Preto?
Right.
Who did?
I don't know, the cops. The other cops, the cops who shoot on sight.
The UFE.
Right.
Max, you see that building now?
The Imperial Palace Hotel?
Yeah, that's what it says. People go in there, in large groups, under armed guard. But it isn't a police station, and no one comes out of there.
Why don't you just go in and bust the joint, get a warrant?
I'm only a cop, Max.
So you keep saying. Time to find out what was going on here. I didn't fancy booking myself in the presidential suite, so went looking for the basement.
Великий американец, защитник обездоленных. Yeah, boy.
I wasn't too excited about the acoustics in this place. A couple of gunshots would sound like I'd walked in here with a goddamn marching band. It wasn't pretty, but I guess none of what was about to happen was gonna be.
Найс, пистолет с глушителем в виде
I
бутылки.
kept on asking myself, how could I have been so blind? I was convinced the Broncos had gotten the wrong man for the job, but maybe De Silva was right. I was the stooge. The bad joke everybody got but me.
Я так понимаю, пока Макс не начнет целиться сам, врагов не будет. Так, а что, они вернутся, не?
Ufe. Was there anything they didn't have a grubby hand in? A few days earlier, I'd have called it a coincidence, but I'd written off too many of those already.
Почему я не смог каталку осмотреть?
Either those guys wheeled their trash out on stretchers, or something was seriously wrong here. The Imperial Palace Hotel was a five-star, bona fide shithole. I needed to find out why guests were checking in by the busload and checking out by the bag load. Maybe the service would be better upstairs.
Você não tá fazendo nada, tô fazendo tudo sozinho.
Como é que eu não tô pegando nada, rapaz? Tô trabalhando aqui, ficando de olho e hoje... Pô! Agora pegou em merda, neguinho!
И чё? Остался провален? Ну все, можно громко заходить, наверное, да? Сейчас зайдем. Ладно, вернусь за пушкой. Что это такое? Не-не-не, можно мне другое? Не-не-не-не-не. Во, вот это. Ну, ура. Ура, кнопочка. Обожаю. Где? Что-то здесь как-то темновато. Эти ссаные деревяшки не простреливаются. Серьезно? Так, окей, вниз, да? Чё это за пулемет нахер? Кто?
Passos' ID card. It was no great surprise he'd made their hit list, but to discover he was really Colombian? No wonder some locals seemed to laugh at his accent. What else had he lied to me about? De Silva and I had the same fan club. I knew enough and he knew too much. We'd both become targets.
Как меня не убили только что. А, я понял. Чудом выжил.
If I'd thought about this too much, I'd never get through it. I needed to find a way upstairs. Surely nobody would notice another hole in the wall.
А, понял. Понял тебя.
I knew this thing was bigger than me, bigger than the Broncos, but I only had a glimpse of the whole picture, like looking in the mirror and for an instant seeing what everyone else sees, a bad caricature of a better man.
Пулемет такой одной рукой тащит, изи. Без проблем.
Ufe. That deal at the favela was getting dirtier by the minute. Those bastards were clearly in bed with the Crusher Prado. Now we just had to find out why. Starting with a bit of bedtime reading for Mr. De Silva. When you've lived the kind of life I've lived, reality comes at you through a different lens. But nothing could have prepared me for what was on the other side of that door. I had to get those poor bastards out of there.
Get him out of here. Go. Go. Wait. I said get. Serrano.
Serrano. He looked pathetic. A man defeated. I walked away and left him to his own personal nightmare. Whatever hell this was De Silva had sent me into, I knew I had to put an end to it. I had no choice but to push on. I didn't understand everything, and I never would, but I understood enough. Sometimes a complicated problem is best tackled with a simple solution.
Ау! Соня, хай. За что найтбота? Но он тебя не предупреждает о спаме, он с тобой здоровается вообще-то. Пипец. Просто ни за что взяла, послала бедного бота. Он еще стреляет. На других каналах предупреждает, а на этом нет. Он другой здесь у меня. Так что, пожалуйста, я вас попрошу любить моего найсбота. Обман? Ты мне не веришь? Ты мне не веришь? Ну, Максимка, что ты делаешь? Он еще жив. Еще жив. Ура. Да, у меня добрый и вежливый найтбот. В Геншине столько... Да, я видел, где-то и на Зум выпустили. Исследовать, преисследовать. Исследуй, солнышко. Разрешаю тебе. Исследуй нездоровье.
It looked like Victor had won the sympathy vote, found his universal connection to the people, triumph out of tragedy. Part of me couldn't help thinking that had been his plan all along.
В следующем патче будет Баал. Баал — это демон из Диабло.
What the fuck is going on here? How much do you want? What have you been doing? I am a doctor. I help people. What have you been doing here? It's easy for you. Listen, I know people. They will kill you. I can help you. Trust me. Please, please. What have you been doing? I have a lot of money. Look, look. Lots of money. I do important research. Please. Caralho! No, no. Caralho!
Caralho!
Espera, espera. Eu posso explicar tudo. Tudinho.
Сейчас она его лично убьет.
Não, não. Por favor. Pelo amor de Deus. Por
Только
favor,
проснулась,
não me
когда хера
mata. Não, não.
ты.
Pelo
Реально
amor de
Соня
Deus.
тупо.
Я не то.
For all Serrano owed me, he'd paid enough. For now, I have bigger debts to call in. Even I could guess what demolisal meant. That building was condemned in more ways than one.
Каральо. Чем ты занималась в Питере, Саня? Рассказывай.
They had a fucking arsenal in here. It was time to bring this little hellhole to the ground, so I decided to put some of their C4 to good use.
Дошараги. Типа ты там какие-то документы подавал? Фига. Друзья в Питере у тебя есть? Эх, мне бы друзей. Документы подписал. Фига, ты деловая. Сюда не надо стоять. Только на красное.
I'd seen some dark shit in my time, but this was something else. These vermin had gone into a place where life was cheap.
Я не знаю твоих зрителей, Соня. Так что... Так что я не понимаю.
But then, true to form, more of the rats came out of their holes.
Quem sai desse prédio desse cara tá morto.
А, ну я тем более ютуберов тем более не знаю. Я не знаю этих ваших ютуберов. Я их знаю еще меньше, чем стримеров и зрителей. Так что извините. Аля, у него там Rolex. Ну что, он тебе отвалил денег? Обещал распиарить. 8 миллионов подписчиков, а даже никак не помог стримить. Эх, нахер он нужен? Надо было познакомиться, что-то это самое, упустила шанс. Еще добровольцы. На смерть. А это как взять? Стоп. Можно выйти? Там штучка лежит. Тут пукает. Не понял сейчас. Вы откуда взялись, лолки? Как ты до сих пор жив, бро? А ты кто? И еще один идет. Да как вы живете-то после этого? Он все еще жив. Ура, умер. Откуда вы взялись? Я только что этот этаж прошел и всех убил. Это сходил за автоматом. Золотым. Вернее, это не автомат, но не важно.
Any time I'd bought had been going real cheap. If I was gonna plant the rest of those explosives, I had to do it now.
Now. Соня, ты прошла Outer Worlds? Или Skyrim? Ля, 2 пули. На, сучка. На оба вопроса нет, да? Перестала стримить и играть. Чем ты теперь занимаешься? IRL-ишь, как, знаешь, как эти... У меня были знакомые, которые такие, все, хватит играть в игры, нужно с делами заниматься. И такие, короче, буквально на год уходят из игр, а потом возвращаются. Дела, либо ты спишь. Ну, сон это тоже прикольно.
That was the last of the explosives. I just hoped it was enough to bring down the building. And all the evil in it.
Террористы, Сэм. Ой, это Сэм. Какой Сэм? Макс.
Who wants to take a shot? You see what this is? Come on, anybody? Want to be a hero? I got nothing to lose. Let's do it.
Que porra que tá acontecendo aqui?
Senor Neves.
What the fuck is your problem, man?
My problem? My problem? Wanna know what my problem is? You're turning humans into glue. That's what my fucking problem is.
I don't know what you're talking about, American. All I know is what I hear about you. You bodyguard for the Brancos. They are all dead. You help the poor. Today, many of them dead. You are a proper American hero.
At least I fucking tried.
Well done with your effort. The whole city is grateful. The great American savior of the poor.
That's right.
You think you made any difference? You think stopping this legitimate business venture is helping anyone?
Legitimate? You're stealing people's organs!
We pay for everything! We have the record!
Oh, so people can sell their livers? Their hearts? Their eyeballs? You're insane, you sick fuck!
We kept people safe in the city! Decent people! Safe! I know a lot of powerful people.
Well, your powerful people aren't gonna help you out of this one, buddy.
Не упала. Я так понимаю, надо бежать, да? Воу-воу-воу-воу. Ау! Дай. Почему? Ладно. Окей. Пусть будет. Ты жив или не жив? С одной пули меня, сучки, убивают, блин. Когда все трясется. Не сюда. Макс, хорош. Да мне. Опять эта скотина. Класс, а можно все перестанет трястись? Все, естественно. Сейчас меня еще раз убьет. Да, он это и сделал. Я не могу встать. Меня убивает. Макс встает 100 лет. Он обнаглел. Я в укрытии, как он по мне попадает? Спрячься, дурак, сядь! Господи боже. Нет, по Геншин вернуться? Наверное, нет пока. Не знаю, мне что-то как-то не очень хочется там вот это фармить, дрочить. А без этого там делать нечего. Там постоянно от тебя требуют... для того, чтобы по сюжетке продвигаться, тебе нужно апать этот уровень. А чтобы его апать, тебе надо дрочить.
Nice to see a happy tourist smiling.
46 R. Но если я сейчас зайду обратно в Геншин, мне будет не очень приятно то, что я высокого уровня и ничего не умею. Поэтому я вообще хотел, в принципе, заново начать, но тогда я придется дрочить.
I came back for you. I did my best. I'm having a kid, Max. I gotta go.
Fuck you.
Sure. Later. Now, let's go. Hope this thing works.
Соло игра же. Ну да, но типа... По сути, я могу, типа, стримы посмотреть ради сюжетки и все.